Jashodanandana Brajojanarañjana Jashodanandana Brajojanarañjana Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivarana गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की, जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, जयो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय। शील संदीपनि मुनि की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschattam Vishuttam. Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 1, text 1. I'll first skip what about the invocation? Gangana, this second canto is starting today. Why did they skip the invocation? Anyway, everyone knows this verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om, O my Lord, Namaha, my respectful obeisances unto you. Bhagavate, unto the personality of Godhead. Vasudevaya, unto Lord Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Please repeat after me. O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo, I offer my respectful obeisances. Bhagavate, the personality of Godhead, and Vasudevaya. Although Vasudev is a name of Krishna which indicates that he is the son of Vasudeva. In Sanskrit, often the sons or daughters are named according to the name of the father. Like Vasudev's son is Vasudeva. Janak's daughter is Janaki. So this is how, according to the father's name, the name is identified. But in the translation, we are seeing, Prabhupada has translated that Vasudevaya as all-pervading. Sattam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. Vasudev is, Vasudev also means the pure goodness, the mode of pure goodness. That is called Vasudeva. So one who is situated, one who belongs to the mode of pure goodness is also indicated by the word Vasudeva. Also, another way to look at it, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapaddate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sarvakarana Karana. Vasudeva Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. So here also we see that Vasudeva Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mang Prapaddate. After many, many lifetimes, the one who is situated in pure knowledge surrenders unto me. Understanding Vasudeva, understanding me as Vasudeva, who is the Sarvamiti, who is the origin of everything. And that kind of great personality, Sudurlabha, that kind of Mahatma is very rare to come across. So, in this way we can see another meaning of the word Vasudeva is the all-pervading, the origin of everything, the cause of all causes. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my obeisances unto the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, spiritual life means to constantly remember the spiritual reality. Actually, we, the conditioned souls, are in a very difficult situation. We are constantly seeing the material nature. We are constantly dealing with the material nature. It is because of our own mistake that we have got ourselves in this situation. We rejected Krishna, and as a result of that, we have been put into this world of illusion. And in the world of illusion, we are always seeing this illusory nature. We are all the time we are seeing or perceiving the world of senses. We have become limited, we have become entrapped by our senses. And we can perceive only what is perceivable or registered by our senses. Now it is a difficult situation in this world to remember the spiritual reality. It's a test that we are put into. Therefore, we have to make an endeavor to remember the spiritual nature, remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead all the time. That's why spiritual life means to practice, to constantly engage our minds in the spiritual reality. Savai Manah Krishna Padara Vindayo. With the mind we have to all the time constantly think of Krishna. think of the spiritual reality. And that is why Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We have to always surrender ourselves to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is all-pervading. Therefore Chaitanya Charitamrita is describing Sthabor Jangam Dakhe, Na Dakhe Tar Murti, Sarbotra Sfuraye Tar Ishta Deva Sfurti. He sees material objects, moving and non-moving. He is seeing the moving and non-moving things, but behind everything, he is seeing his worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the meaning of becoming situated in spiritual life or devotional service. O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Vasudevaya means to Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. Since by chanting the name of Krishna, Vasudeva, one can achieve all the good results of charity, austerity and penances, it is to be understood by the chanting of this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, the author or the speaker or any one of the readers of Srimad Bhagavatam is offering respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Krishna, the reservoir of all pleasure. In the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the principles of creation are described, and thus the first canto may be called creation. Similarly, in the second canto, the post-creation cosmic manifestation is described. The different planetary systems are described in the second canto as different parts of the universal body of the Lord. For this reason, the second canto may be called the cosmic manifestation. There are 10 chapters in the second canto, and in these 10 chapters, the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam and the different systems of this purpose, and different symptoms of this purpose are narrated. The first chapter describes the glories of chanting, and it hints at the process by which the neophyte devotees may perform meditation on the universal form of the Lord. In the first verse, Sukadeva Goswami replies to the question of Maharaj Parikshit, who asked him about one's duties at the point of death. Maharaj Parikshit was glad to receive Sukadeva Goswami, and he was proud of being a descendant of Arjuna, the intimate friend of Krishna. Personally, he was very humble and meek, but he expressed his gladness that Lord Krishna was very kind to his grandfathers, the son of Spandu, especially his own grandfather, Arjuna. And because Lord Krishna was always pleased with Maharaj Parikshit's family, at the verge of Maharaj Parikshit's death, Sukadeva Goswami was sent to help him in the process of self-realization. Maharaj Parikshit was a devotee of Lord Krishna from his childhood, so he had natural affection for Krishna. Sukadeva Goswami could understand his devotion. Therefore, he welcomed the questions about the king's duty, because the king hinted that worship of Lord Krishna is the ultimate function of every living entity. Sukadeva Goswami welcomed the suggestion and said, "Because you have raised questions about Krishna, your question is most glorious." The translation of the first verse is as follows. So then Prabhupada goes into the description what Sukadeva Goswami had said. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapto Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Bancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Vashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, as I was mentioning, devotional service means to always remember Krishna and never forget Him. Rupa Goswami gave a very simple analysis in this way. Always remember Krishna, never forget Him. But it's a very difficult job. Therefore, we have to always try to always remember Krishna. And that is the meaning of sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti or devotional service in practice and perfected devotional service. Sadhana bhakti and prema bhakti. Krishna prem is the perfection of devotional service. So perfection or siddhi, sadhana, the word sadhana actually means the process to achieve perfection. Sadhana and siddhi. Siddhi means perfection and sadhana means the process by which we can achieve perfection. Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki, Jai Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki. So, Siddha means, perfection means to become situated in our constitutional position. Constitutional position means our spiritual situation. Where do we come from? Where do we belong to? We all living entities, where are we coming from? Are we coming from this material nature, someplace in this material nature? No. We all are coming from the spiritual sky. Our actual identity is spiritual. We all belong to the spiritual sky. We all belong to the spiritual sky, but somehow or other we have fallen in this dangerous ocean of material nature. Potitang mang bishame bhavam buddho. Potitang, we have fallen in this bishame. Bishama means dangerous. Bhavam buddho, the ocean of material nature. Where are we? We are in a dangerous ocean of material nature. And in this dangerous ocean of material nature, what we are doing? We are constantly struggling to remain alive. We may think that, oh, we are wonderfully situated, we are enjoying so much, etc., etc. But our situation is we are constantly struggling to remain alive. And this world has been described in this way as a dangerous ocean of material nature, or it has been described as mrittu samsara vartmani. It's an ocean, it's a region of death, mrittu. We have fallen in the region of death. And in this region of death, what we are doing? We are constantly struggling to remain alive. Life is a constant struggle to remain alive. Don't we use the expression in common English? Struggle for existence. We are constantly struggling to remain alive. If we don't eat, if we don't get food, we will die. If we don't get water to drink, we will die. If we don't get air to breathe, we will die. So we're constantly struggling to breathe, drink water and eat food stuff. If we don't have that, we will die. So this is our dangerous situation, constant struggle to remain alive. And then finally, when we can't struggle anymore, when we can't fight against death, then we die. Then death overpowers us. We're always struggling with death, and then finally when we can't fight anymore, when we don't have any strength left, then we have to surrender to death. Therefore, it is better to surrender to Krishna. So we have to surrender. Sooner or later, we have to surrender in our struggle. We are fighting. We are fighting with a very powerful enemy, death. And then finally what happens? You may struggle, you may fight, but if your opponent is stronger than you, then what will happen? You may struggle, but finally your opponent will, if he is stronger than you, he will overpower you. So who is more powerful? Us or death? But we are wrestling with death all the time.
Now, death is more powerful than us. Now, if you are fighting, if you have an enemy who is more powerful than you, then what should you do? Should you fight with him? Or if you are intelligent, what will you do? You take shelter of somebody who is more powerful than you. Right? Now, who is more powerful than death? There is only one person who is more powerful than death. That is Krishna. Therefore, it is better to surrender unto Krishna and tell him, Krishna, you deal with death. You deal with my enemy, I am quitting. And you decide what you want to do with me. Actually, death is another form of Krishna. Death is another form of Krishna. Krishna has many forms. Krishna is manifest as Balaram, Krishna is manifest as Vasudev, Krishna is manifest as Narayan, Krishna is manifest as Ramchandra, Krishna is manifest as Nrsimha, Varaha, Kurma, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna has many, many forms. Similarly, Krishna has some other forms also. And one of those forms is death. Now, to whom Krishna appears as death? Those who don't surrender to Krishna, Krishna comes to them as death. But those who surrender to Krishna, Krishna never shows his frightening form of death to them. Those who are surrendered, Krishna shows his beautiful, loving and affectionate form. So devotional service means surrendering to Krishna and achieve instant immortality, free from the region of death, free from the clutches of Maya, free from the influence of death. A devotee never dies. He reasons ill who think that a devotee dies. Apparently it may seem that a devotee is dying. But who is dying? It is the body that is dying. The body that is inert, that is inert and death, already dead body. Matter is dead. This body is made of matter. Therefore, the body is dead. Body by nature is dead. It's a dead body. But because of the presence of the soul, the body is alive. And when the soul leaves the body dies. But a devotee is self-realized. Self-realized means devotee recognized that he is the spirit soul, he is not the body. Therefore, he has become free from the influence of the body or influence of the material nature, and he has become situated in his original spiritual identity, which is pure spiritual. And that spirit soul never dies. Spirit soul simply transmigrates from one body to another body. Death means spirit souls leaving the body. Now the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee is that a devotee knows that he is a spirit soul, whereas a non-devotee doesn't know that. A non-devotee thinks that he is his body. That's why a non-devotee dies, because he thinks that he is his body. But a devotee never dies. Because he knows he is the spirit soul, and the spirit soul never dies. Spirit soul just transmigrates from one body to another. And eventually the spirit soul goes back to the spiritual sky. Therefore, a devotee's business is to remain submissive and surrendered to Krishna all the time under all circumstances. Now, how is it possible to remember Krishna all the time? The way to remember is Vasudeva Sarvamiti. That Krishna is the cause of all causes, Krishna is the origin of everything. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us a very simple process of using everything in Krishna's service, and that's how to remain Krishna conscious all the time. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna gave the same principle. Jat karosi, jadasnasi, jat juhasi, dadasi jat, jat tapushoshi konteya, tat kurushamada. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever austerities you perform, whatever you give in charity, or if you whatever sacrifice you offer, just offer to Krishna. Madarpanam, offer to me, Krishna is saying. Now by doing that, we can always remember Krishna. We are eating food, we are eating prasad, we can think of Krishna. We are speaking, if we speak about Krishna, we are remembering Krishna. If we are hearing Krishna Katha, we are remembering Krishna. If we give in charity, thinking that it is a good thing to do, we must remember that we are offering not to that person but to Krishna. We are not offering to the person, but we are offering to Krishna's representative. That is the way to give charity. Therefore, we have to be careful about how we give charity. The charity that I am giving, how is he going to use that money? If he uses it in Krishna's service, then I derive benefit. But if he doesn't use it in Krishna's service, but he uses in sinful activities, then also I will get the result of that. So we must remember that. Therefore charity, dadasi jat, should be given to Krishna. Jat tapusoshi. We are performing austerities. Why we are performing austerities? For Krishna. That means when you perform austerities, the purpose of the austerity should be to develop our attachment to Krishna. We should not perform austerities thinking that, well, I will go and perform austerities in the Himalayan mountain so that I can get a lot of punya and then I can come down and enjoy the punya. Then we will become Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu did that. He performed such severe austerity. So on top of not Himalayan mountain, but he performed austerities on Mandar mountain, on top of Mandar mountain. And he performed such severe austerity, stopped eating, stopped drinking, standing on his toe, then finally stopped breathing. His whole body was eaten up. There was nothing left, only the skeleton standing there. And his spirit soul was preserved within his bone marrow. Spirit soul was there in the body, but not in the heart. His heart was also eaten up. His heart was eaten up, his stomach was eaten up, his lungs were eaten up, his brain was eaten up. Everything was eaten up by the ants. And Hiranyakashipu was still standing on one leg. Such severe austerity. But why? I'll become so powerful, I'll become immortal, and then I'll kill Hari. That was his purpose. Instead of tat kurusha madarpanam, he developed animosity towards Krishna. And in order to kill Krishna, he performed such austerity. But ultimately what happened? Although he became almost immortal, Krishna came and killed him. And that also how? Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bhringam. Krishna just tore open his body like a child can tear open an insect, a wasp. A wasp body, is it very hard? It's just so soft, just the one slap and smashed. So that is how soft a wasp's body or a fly's body is. So to Krishna, Hiranyakashipu's body, which was unaffected even by thunderbolt from the material calculation, to Krishna it was like a wasp, bhringam. He just tore open this body with his nakhamadbhuta shringam, with his nails. So why get into animosity with such a powerful personality? Intelligence is to make truce with a powerful enemy. If you have a powerful enemy, then instead of fighting against him, becoming his enemy, just try to rather become surrendered to him or make friends with him. Make truce, make sandhi, make friendship with him. So that is an intelligent thing to do. But unfortunately, due to the false ego, everybody thinks, I am the most powerful. Due to the false ego, that is what everybody thinks. I am the most powerful. Actually, we shouldn't be surprised seeing the deeds or activities of Hiranyakashipu. We have to understand that due to our false ego, we all are Hiranyakashipus. Miniature Hiranyakashipus. Minute Hiranyakashipus. We all are thinking, why Krishna? I am the greatest. That is what the false ego does. I am the greatest. No one is more powerful than I am. Okay, no one is more powerful than you are, fine. We'll wait till death comes. Then we'll see who is more powerful. People suffering in the deathbed doesn't even have the power to even lift his hand, lift his finger. And he is thinking that he is the most powerful. Even at the time of death, he doesn't want to surrender to Krishna. Some of the devotees, they go preach in the hospitals to dying people. Some people accept Krishna. But many people, even in the hospital, in their deathbed, when the devotees go to preach to them and ask them to surrender to Krishna, they don't want to. Why should I surrender? Okay, we'll see the final round in your struggle against death, Mr. Death. Therefore, an intelligent thing to do is surrender to Krishna. Now, question is how to surrender to Krishna. That's another consideration. How to surrender to Krishna. Often, individuals think, well, I'll surrender to Krishna. I'm surrendered to Krishna. But I won't surrender to anybody else. Even that doesn't work. If you want to surrender to Krishna, surrender to Krishna's devotee. That is the way to surrender. Surrender means surrendering to Krishna's representative. Yes, we have to discriminate, we have to understand, we have to recognize who is Krishna's representative and who is not. Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai, Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki. We have to recognize who is a representative of Krishna and who is not. And upon recognizing Krishna's representatives, we have to surrender to them. Like for example, somebody has a big sign, agent of Sony or agent of Tatas. But if he is not bona fide, if he is not recognized by Tatas, you may go to him, give him the money, but will he be able to deliver the goods? Navadip? It has to be a bona fide representative. And how do we recognize a bona fide representative? By seeing that he is delivering the goods to others. Others are going, giving the money and getting the supply. Nowadays a lot of cheating goes on, isn't it? They say that we are representatives of, recently I actually got to know, it was actually in Mauritius, I just came across. One person was claiming that he was the representative of the one university in Durban, Westville. Yeah. Durban has a university called Westville University. He went and told them that if you want your children to get admitted in the medical department, engineering department, I will get you that, I'll get you the admission. And people in good faith gave him money. They even went to South Africa thinking that they got admission. But when they went there, they found that the guy was a hoax, the guy was a cheat. Therefore, it is important, especially in the age of Kali, to recognize who is a bona fide agent and who is a fake one. So, yes, the process to surrender to Krishna is through his agent. And who is the agent? The agent is a devotee. But Prabhupada often used to use the expression bona fide spiritual master. Bona fide means he is recognized by Krishna. And what is the way to do that? How do we recognize a bona fide representative? The first consideration is that he is from a disciplic succession. That is the first consideration. The disciplic succession. And the second consideration, what you are teaching. What is his teaching? Is his teachings in the line of the disciplic succession or his teaching something else? Then the third consideration, what is the syllabus? What books you are using? Are the books bona fide? And what are the bona fide scriptures? The Vedic scriptures. And the essence of the Vedic scriptures for this age of Kali is Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Because these are the summary of the Vedas. Gita Upanishad and Amal Puran. Puran and Upanishad. Of all the Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam, and Bhagavad Gita. Another description is Nigama Kalpatarur Galitam Phalam, Shuka Mukhad Amrita Drava Samyutam. And that is Srimad Bhagavatam. And Bhagavad Gita, Sarvo Upanishado Gabo Dugdha Gopalanandana Vatsa Partha Sudhir Bhokta Dugdhang Gitamritam Mahat. So these two scriptures are essential. So this is how to recognize a bona fide representative of Krishna. And then again, sometimes it is also seen, people are using Bhagavad Gita, using Srimad Bhagavatam, but what are they teaching? Are they giving the real essence of Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita? That is also a very important consideration. Therefore, Prabhupada very emphatically pointed out Bhagavad Gita as it is. As it is. The way Krishna spoke and the way Arjuna understood. If it is not in line, it won't work. In 1977, we took a statistics. We found that there were more than 250 Bhagavad Gitas translated into English. There are more than 250 English translations of Bhagavad Gita. But all these Bhagavad Gitas put together did not make a single devotee. Whereas Prabhupada's one Bhagavad Gita as it is making devotees all over the world. So this is how we see which one is bona fide and which one is not. Purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to become a devotee of Krishna. Bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hi etaduttamam. At the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling Arjuna in the 4th chapter that this knowledge was lost. Sakale neha mahata yoga nashta parantava. This knowledge was lost. This yoga was not lost. Sa evayam mayati adya yoga prakta puratana. This age-old yoga I am imparting unto you today because you are my devotee and you are my friend. Bhaktosi me sakha cheti. And you are my friend, sakha. Therefore, I am revealing this rahasyam, secret, unto you. Now from that point, from that statement of Krishna, one thing becomes clear. To whom this rahasya, to whom this secret of Bhagavad Gita will be revealed? Only to the devotees. Again Krishna repeated that same point. Bhakta mam abhijanati. Only the devotees can get to know me, no one else. So, that's why Krishna is giving the secret. How to become a devotee. Sarva dharman parittajya mamekam sharanam. That is the secret. Surrender unto me. Surrender unto me. You just surrender unto me and everything will be revealed unto you. And that is the secret, that is the uniqueness of Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. Generally when people read Bhagavad Gita, they cannot understand how to understand Bhagavad Gita because that secret has been presented at the end of Bhagavad Gita. That verse, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, is spoken at the end. But the uniqueness of Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita is, Prabhupada said that the last verse at the beginning of Bhagavad Gita. If you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, surrender unto Krishna. Just surrender. And this is how Prabhupada is actually revealing the secret of understanding Bhagavad Gita. Surrender unto Krishna. And Prabhupada taught us how to surrender. How to surrender. And Prabhupada showed us what will be the reward for surrendering to Krishna. Vaikuntha situation. Free from anxiety, no more anxiety. Vigata kuntha iti vaikuntha. No more anxiety. You surrender to Krishna, will you have any anxiety? No. When you were a little child and you were holding on to your father's hand, did you have any anxiety? Free from anxiety. So now you hold on to Krishna's hand, hold on to Krishna's lotus feet, and you will experience the same reassurance, same protection. And yes, Krishna will protect. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Arjun boldly declared that my devotee will never vanquish. Because I always protect my devotee. So just surrender, just become a devotee of Krishna, and you will become situated in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means no more anxiety. Material nature means full of anxiety. Now, the choice is yours. You want freedom from anxiety, or you will live in full of anxiety? Okay, if you want a life full of anxiety, stay in the material nature. Try to enjoy. Inflate your false ego. Think that you are the greatest. And think that there is no need to surrender. Think that you are independent. Try. But if you are intelligent, then just surrender unto Krishna. Hare Krishna. All glory is to Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Does anybody have any question or comment? Yes, Narahari.
My question is about representative. You gave three considerations. One of them was that he comes in the line of discipline succession. The other one was what are the teachings the person is teaching, and the last one is what scriptures are used in that situation. We see nowadays that there are persons.
You read which part of it? Did you read? Which paragraph?
In your project, you give
okay.
three guides.
Okay. Yeah, bona fide spiritual, bona fide sampradaya.
And I want to just ask, we see nowadays a lot of devotees wear a lot of different caps. Although we have this free consideration, or anywhere else, they say, well, the other person is also a bona fide representative based on this criteria that was given. They say, he's bona fide, they want to take shelter elsewhere. So what can you say to help in this situation?
What can you say to them? I would rather say the main consideration should be, what should you say to yourself in a situation like that? What will you say to yourself? The first thing that you have to consider that don't listen to them. If you are already connected to a very, very authentic and authorized agent Why should you change it? Right? In spiritual life, gratitude is one of the most important considerations. The personality who saved you from the gutter, right, brought you to the platform of pure devotional service, and instead of being grateful to him, you reject him and go to someone else. Now, is it an expression of gratitude? So that is their situation. Who saved them? Who saved them? It's Prabhupada who saved them. It's ISKCON that saved them. And then now, rejecting ISKCON, going to some other place, thinking that they'll get something higher, something better. And eventually we'll see. And also, if not eventually, we are already seeing it. Because if it becomes obvious that you are not happy, you are not satisfied, then isn't that a proof that you are not really on the right track? You are not in the right spiritual track. Because spiritual life immediately brings happiness and freedom from anxiety. The spiritual life, the immediate reaction of spiritual life is Kleshagni and Shubhada. Life becomes free from anxiety and it brings all auspiciousness. Right? Now if you see that someone is not happy himself, if someone is happy, why should he come and try to steal people? Right? If I am confident that I have a genuine stuff, should I look for the customer or wait for the customers? I don't have to steal other shopkeepers' customers. Right? That's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is that you see, first of all, Srila Prabhupada gave the most wonderful gift in the simplest possible way. And as a result of that, Krishna consciousness movement spread all over the world. And people from all walks of life, from different countries, from different backgrounds, became allured and joined the movement. And still now that is happening. People are coming and joining ISKCON. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction that Krishna consciousness movement would spread in every town and village has become a reality because of Srila Prabhupada. Right? So it is Prabhupada's identity and Prabhupada's mission has been proven by itself. And now when we see that some individuals, they're coming and trying to take devotees away from ISKCON, then doesn't the immediate point come to our mind that if you are so good, then why you have to steal people? Why don't you make devotees yourself? Why don't you attract people yourself? So that's why I was saying that we don't really have to say anything to them because, they won't listen. Most of them won't listen. Therefore, we have to remind ourselves about the genuineness and authenticity of ISKCON.
We are 110% convinced. We are convinced that Srila Prabhupada is, for us. When we have a friend who's who's also so close to us. We're trying to save that friend, and they always say that we're listening to them. And you can go look in your face and say that you can beg them that if you're the last person standing, be the person who shared Prabhupada. But still they don't listen. They say, oh, I'm just listening. But you know, they have on the other side.
Okay, let me just.
Last thing that they say is because they've been hurt by his God.
Okay, let me just for everyone's information, Narahari is a lawyer and he is playing the devil's advocate. And he is coming from London, where this problem is quite rampant. In Ujjain, we don't have that problem. You see, that's why, we don't really go out of our way to kind of fight against anybody or defend. What we are simply trying to do is protect our own devotee, and the best way to do that is by educating them. Yes, fine, your friend, but what is ultimate consideration? Friendship or our ultimate spiritual gain? Didn't we, in order to receive that ultimate spiritual gain, leave our friends, leave our family, leave everything behind and join ISKCON? Right? Now, if your friend is misleading you, is that friendship? No, that person should be rejected as an enemy. And the proof is that, okay, fine, you have something better. Right? Now, what is going to happen if I leave ISKCON and join you? What will happen to my spiritual life? You don't have any temple, you don't have any congregation, you don't have any support base to protect my spiritual life. So how you are going to help me in my spiritual life? Leave aside, it is ISKCON who actually saved me and brought me to the platform of spiritual life. If I leave ISKCON, what is the security for my spiritual life? What will be your advocacy?
Thankfully, I'm not in a position. Thankfully, I'm not in a position where I'm looking. Obviously, for my friend, like I said, I'm 110%.
Your friend left ISKCON?
He says you can see him when that group, and so I confronted him. And so his answer is that he is taking charge of a bona fide representative because his consideration is there, and that he's been better treated, and he's just listening to them at the moment. And I want to say to him.
Yeah, anyway, like you use your intelligence to figure out what you need to do. Just use your intelligence. And if you want to listen to me, then I will say that this is Maya's trap, and be careful. Anybody who may weaken your faith in Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON should be avoided. He is not your friend. He is he's an agent of Maya.
Let me promise you, Guru Maharaj, for myself, that if you're the last person on earth, it will be for ISKCON.
How was that?
I just want to assure you that if it's for me, if I'm the last person on earth, it will be for ISKCON.
Thank you very much. That's why I said that you're playing the devil's advocate. These are not your words, you're just trying to bring out certain points for others' benefit. Yeah, I know that. So stay firm in ISKCON. Never ever leave ISKCON. Do you remember the three principles or three instructions that I consider most important in my life from Srila Prabhupada? You remember? Okay, once again I'll remind you. No matter whatever happens, Don't leave ISKCON. Your love for me will be shown by how you cooperate with each other. Are you cooperating? Do that. And GBC is the ultimate managing authority of ISKCON. Just follow these three principles and you'll never go wrong. Third one is the GBC is the ultimate managing authority of ISKCON. Yes, Krishna Archan.
I just wanted to ask a similar question. That is, even within the society of ISKCON, there are some devotees who, although claiming to be part of ISKCON and sort of, but they have a little not direct connection with the society as such, and due to their own laziness, so that they would keep the teachings of Sri Prabhupada intact and follow the way strictly. So some of them are members of ISKCON, but how far is it, and how do we understand whether, how do we identify that?
Okay, so in this respect, I will just mention that there are 4 types of disciples. From this definition, or from this classification, you will understand. One is Guru Sevi. The best devotee is one who serves the spiritual master. And next is Guru Bhogi, who enjoys the assets of his spiritual master. Then the third is Guru Tyagi, one who rejects his spiritual master. And the fourth is Guru Drohi, who goes against his spiritual master. So from that you can understand who is the best devotee, who is serving his spiritual master. And with us, our way to serve the founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, is by serving his institution. It's non-different. The way to serve Srila Prabhupada is by serving ISKCON. So we can see it in that light. Guru Sevi, serving ISKCON. Guru Bhogi, enjoying the assets of ISKCON. Right? Guru Tyagi, rejected ISKCON. And Guru Drohi, gone against ISKCON. Clear? So associate with them those who are ISKCON Sevi, those who serve ISKCON. Yes, give me.
Is there any other disciple successor started from Krishna?
There are 4 sampradayas. One started from Lord Brahma, one started from Lord Shiva, one started from Lakshmi Devi, and one started from the 4 Kumaras. They are known as Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, and Kumara Sampradaya. So these are the 4 bona fide disciplic successions.
But these all are not started from Krishna?
Yes, all are coming from Krishna. Originally, they are all coming from Krishna. Hare Krishna, Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.